DoctorCrossover here today with another mod showcase. Yay! Today, we're going to be showing off the Bibliocraft mod, which adds in a ton of stuff to help you organize all your stuff in your world. And also today we're going to use Bibliocraft to redecorate the lab, so that should be exciting. Anyway, so let's get into it. So first up, we're going to go to the archives, because Bibliocraft adds a lot of stuff for especially sorting books and whatnot. Alright, so the first things we have are the printing press, which is crafted with 3 blocks of iron, 1 weighted pressure plate, 2 of any type of wood slab, 2 iron ingots, and a blaze rod. And then we also have the typesetting table. Actually, next we have the typesetting table, which is crafted with 2 of any types of wood planks, 2 of any types of wood, 3 of any types of wood slabs, 1 redstone, 1 print press chase, which we'll talk about later, and 2 iron ingots. Now these 2 things we're going to keep in the inventory, because we're going to need to talk about these later. We're going to need to use them later. Anyway, so next we have bookcases, which are craftable with any type of wood planks and any type of wood slabs. And depending on what wood you use, you get your different colors. So you've got oak, spruce, birch, jungle, acacia, and dark oak. And what you can do with bookcases is you can put them up and actually put books on them. So I could say I can just grab a book. I can put them in here. No, you have to have written books. So let's go to the professor's office and grab the lab coordinate books for whenever we need to use that. And we can put those in there. Depending on which slot you put it in, it looks different. So there, it's like a blue book. Put it like here. It's a red book. So on and so forth. So yeah, those are the bookcases. Next we have the desks. The desks also come in different flavors of wood. So you can have 2 of any type of wood plank, 3 of any type of wood slab, 1 torch, and 1 feather. And you get your little desk. And what the desk is you can put books on this. So let's just grab that. So you can put books on this. So if you right click here, it'll leave the book here. So you can do that, and those are the coordinates of the lab. So I'm going to shift right click and pop it off. Or you can put it in the back corner, or in that back corner. Whoops. In this back corner. No, stop it. In this back. It's not working. Hold on, guys. Technical difficulties. Alright, so if we... Oh, whoops. Shift click. Okay. There we go. So you can put books on this thing, which is awesome. Awesomeness. Like I said, you can get them in any wood flavor just by changing these 2 different types of woods. Alright, next up we have the fancy workbench. Now this is really special, because what you can do with it is you can actually make recipe books, which, though, if you do have not enough items, you don't really need, but still. Anyway, this is crafted with 5 of any type of wood slabs, and this comes in different wood flavors as well. Any type of bookcase, so depending on which flavor you want, you have to do the different bookcase. So for the oak fancy workbench, you need the oak bookcase. For the spruce fancy workbench, you need the spruce bookcase, so on and so forth. You also need a crafting table, an ink sack, and a feather. that'll give you this fancy workbench. So what you can do with it is, so you've got your little crafting GUI. So let's grab some diamonds, sticks, books. That's what we're gonna need. So now you'll notice if you try to craft anything, you can't. Oh, you can place stuff. Never mind. Okay. So you can craft something. There's also slots down here and slots up here. Now to make a recipe book, you can put a slot up there. Then you click on this, and here, let's hide the NEI so you can see that. Anyway. So you get this arrow, which is save recipe to blank book. So we're going to do that. And now we've got a diamond sword recipe. So now you can do stuff with this. So if we put this in here, we can say load components from inventory, and it will do that automatically, which is awesome. And then you can make yourself a diamond sword. Amazing. Oh, I thought that was okay. So yeah, that's the recipe books, and you can put books down here just to make it look cool, or for easy reference in case you use something a lot and can't remember the recipe. But you can also overwrite the recipe book, so if you no longer need this one, you can make a different recipe book. Oh, and also, not only that, but you can also open the recipe books and actually read them. So diamond sword, add a description, so you can make your own descriptions for the items, and it shows you a picture of the recipe right there. So pretty cool. So we're just gonna, yeah, actually we're gonna leave it up. Let's leave it up here. Oh. Sorry guys, I have to have the books next to each other. Uh-oh. Lag kills everyone, remember that. Well then. Well, we looked at everything anyway, so. But we're gonna need the books later, so we can just shove everything else away. Shove it away. Don't need this. We need to patch that up. Patch that up. We're good. Oh, right. Alright, so. Okay. Next up, we have map frames, which you can put on walls or on floors to show a large map. So you craft map frames with 8 sticks and any wood slab, and you've got different flavors too of different woods. So let me show you. So let's grab a map really quick. Let's right click one of these. Nice. So we got a map of the lab and the surrounding areas. So what we can do now is put a map frame on the wall, and we can actually put this up here, so we've got a nice map. And so if you get other maps, you can connect them up around and stuff to make your own little map of your kingdom or something. Anyways, there's also other things that have to do with the map. For instance, there's the drafting compass, which is crafted with 2 sticks and 3 iron ingots. Now what this does, you can actually use these to set waypoints on your map. So I can say I can set a waypoint in the middle of the ocean over here. So you'll get this little GUI thing where you can name your waypoint. Say middle of the ocean. You can change the colors as well. So click accept, and now we have a waypoint over there. or we can set a waypoint for the lab. We can say, whoa, okay. So let's set the waypoint right there. So it's waypoint 2. So we can set it as lab. Accept. So we've got a waypoint right at the lab. Or actually right outside the lab. Because of that weird texture glitch. What? No. Lab. Accept. Hopefully that's... Oh well. Anyway. You get the idea. Now you may be wondering, well, how do I use these waypoints? Well, you could actually have to use this waypoint compass, which is crafted with 4 iron ingots, 4 gold ingots, sorry, and a compass. And what this does is, if you go to a map and say right-click on one of the waypoints, it'll point you to that waypoint. So right now it's pointing me to the middle of the ocean. Can't click on the waypoints because of this weird texture glitch. Got the lab. Got the second lab. Coordinates. If I can click on it. Oh well, you get the idea. So that's what the waypoint compass does. So that's really handy. Yeah, so next up we have the big writing book, which is crafted with a book and quill surrounded by paper. Now what this does is it basically has more options than a standard book and quill. So you've got bold, italics, underscore, gibberish, and strike. And you've got different font colors. You've got your text scale. You can also add in chapters. So if I say write in this, or try to. So there, I write random nonsense in there, and I can say chapter 1. Now let's skip 2 pages to page 3. Now here, I'm really going to write random gibberish. Or not. Click. There we go. So now we've got random gibberish over there. And now this one I can mark as chapter 2. Now while I'm over here in chapter 2, I can actually jump to chapter 1 on page 1. And I can jump to chapter 2, which starts on page 3. So that's cool. So yes, that is the big writing book. Next up, we have reading glasses, which are crafted with 2 glass panes, 1 iron ingot, and 2 ink sacs. And what these do is they allow you to know what's on various display things in this mod. So if I look at this bookshelf, I can see that that book is Recipe Diamond Sword, and that book is simply titled Lab, because those are the coordinates for the lab. You can also craft tinted glasses, which do the same, which is crafted with reading glasses and gray dye. And you can also craft a monocle with 1 glass pane and 4 gold nuggets, so you can go all steampunk style. Like so. Oh yeah, I've got a monocle over my safety goggles. Anyway, next up we have the Breadstone Book. Breadstone Volume 1. This is crafted with a book and a redstone torch. Now what this does is it actually emits a redstone signal from bookshelves. So we put this here, that will now emit a redstone signal. So if I say, here, let's do that, and grab some redstone. So now, it activates the redstone because the bookcase is emitting a redstone signal because of the redstone book. So this could be an interesting way to set up, like, a secret room or something. Just shove a redstone book in one of the bookcases and a door magically appears. Or something. Something like that. Let's just shove that in there. Alright, next up we have the slotted book, which is crafted with a book and quill and an oak wood or any type of label. No, and we'll get to the labels later. Now what you can do with this is you can actually store stuff in here. So be it like my diamond sword, and I can title this book Diamond Sword. You could say my diamond sword. You click save, and that says Diamond Sword by Smart Gummy. So then I can put this on the bookcase, and oh, it's just a book called Diamond Sword, but it's not, because it actually has a diamond sword in it. Amazing. Alright, next up we have the Clipboard, which is crafted with a pressure plate, 3 paper, 1 feather, and 1 ink sac. Now what you can do the Clipboard is, well, what you think you can do. You can make lists. Random list item, random list item, random list item. Random title. What you can do is you can do a green check, a red X, or simply clear it. So green check, red X, clear. And you can have multiple pages as well, so second page, third page, whatnot. So yeah, that's the Clipboard. Oh, I can delete that. Delete. Next up, we have the print press chase, which is what we need for for these. Now, the print press chase is crafted with 4 of any type of wood slab and 1 iron ingot. So we'll grab this, and now I can show off the typesetting table and the printing press. But I'm going to show it off out here, so I've got more room. So first you've got the typesetting table, which you can use to make copies of books. So what you need is you need to put your print press chase up there. So I've got 1 chase. Now let's grab a book from the archives. A book, any book. How about, well, not any book, because, you know, you can only do normal books. Oh yeah, it's the Breadstone Book. So let's grab the lab coordinates. Shift click. So what we're going to do with these is I'm going to copy this book. So you right click on this bottom left slot here. Now you shift click and the book will turn blue, which means it's saved in there. Now if I click on here, oh, now I can retrieve the book and put it back on the shelf. And now, when I right click in the center here, where it says select a book, here sometimes you have to stand on it for it to actually work. Okay, let's put the print press trace back. There we go. So now I can select any type of book. So I can say select lab. So now the lab has been selected. And now what you can do is simply power it with redstone. So let's grab a lever. And when it gets a redstone signal, this thing pops off, which is the print press plate. Now you need to use this for this thing, which is the printing press. So you put printing press plate in here. So you can see it's in there. Then you put a blank book on this end here, or several, whatever. And then you get ink sacks. So I'm just going to grab one because I only want one copy. Then you put ink sacks up there. And then it'll print a book. And it'll print a copy of the lab coordinates book. See? Right there. So shift click it off. And it's still going for some reason. No, it's not. Okay. So shift click these off. Now as you can see, I now have a copy of the lab coordinates book. So this is really helpful if you want to share books with your friends or something. So I've got 2 copies of lab. Awesome. So that's all as far as the books go, but there's more stuff in this mod. There's a lot more stuff. Alright, so now we're going to move to the chemistry lab, where we have our brewing stand and stuff. Now in here we have the potion shelves. The potion shelves are crafted with 6 of any type of wood slab and 2 of any type of wood planks and 1 glass bottle. And you've got different flavors of wood depending on which wood you use. So you've got, you know, oak potions shelf, spruce, birch, jungle, acacia, and dark oak. And this, well, does what it says it does. It carries potions. So let's grab a random potion. Regeneration, poison, and night vision. So we can plop these on the shelves, like so. And sadly you cannot use these to store ingredients in, but yeah. So yeah, that's the potion shelves. So now, next we're going to go into the testing chamber for the rest of the mod. So next up we have tool racks. These are crafted with 8 of any type of wood slabs. And you've got your different flavors of wood. So you've got oak, spruce, birch, jungle, acacia, and dark oak. And in the middle, an iron ingot. So the tool racks are used for are displaying tools, as you probably would have guessed. So let's grab a diamond pick, axe, shovel, and hoe. So then, when you right click, it puts that, and it puts those up there against the pegs. Like so. So yes, that is the tool rack. Next up we have the seats. Now the seats do come in different flavors of wood, but sadly not other colors, so you can only have white seats. Anyway, they're crafted with 2 sticks, a pressure plate, and any type of wood slab for your various flavors of wood, and one white wool. So what these seats look like are like that, and then when you right click, you sit down, like so. So yeah, those are the seats. And I believe that's all we have time for today. So tomorrow we're going to continue with part 2. Yeah. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and tell all of your friends to subscribe, because that would be amazing. And if you have any ideas for games or mods that I should try next, let me know in the comments. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.